Welcome to episode 61 of Blue-Lusional.
Another bad week.
Another bad week, but not as bad all around. We have better things to talk about, and I mean, that's all we can ask for at this point.
Yeah, take the wins
You
we can
know,
get them.
But before we start, next week we will have a main episode, and the week after, we're taking 1 week off. We're taking a break. Okay? We have never taken a break. No,
It's Men's Mental Health Month.
No, it is, but spare me.
Hey guys.
I'm a man hater through and through, okay? Okay, men's mental health. No.
Right.
We're taking a break because for the first time ever, we've been working together for over a year now. We are about to meet in person. That's crazy. Yes. I'm flying up
What? We're real people.
to spend the weekend. We're going to hang out and we're actually going to see each other in person. It's going to be fun. So
Yeah.
make sure you're following us on
Yeah.
socials. We'll do a fun video
Yeah,
of
you'll
us
see us in the same spot.
in the same video. That's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
That's going to be so crazy.
At whatever dinner we go to that's funded by
dark money. Some people are going to be very upset because they hate seeing political creators having a good time.
Yeah, can't be having fun together.
Having fun, or else they're going to make a video saying that how dare we, and that we're performative.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
if you love performative, we're going to have a fun time, okay? Because we do a lot. Okay, we're interviewing candidates every single week. Mental health wise, we are down in the dumps. Okay, Devin and I both work normal human jobs. We both work 9 to 5s. There's kids
we're down bad
on Devin's side. There's just a lot, and we still put out videos every week, interview candidates, sometimes twice a week. Sometimes we're building up our candidates rosters, and we still post on our normal socials. So, we just need a little break.
Yeah.
Mental health. It's gonna be my birthday, it'll be Devin's birthday. We're cancer crash outs. Just let us
let us crash out in peace.
Or else we'll crash out on here and everyone's collateral.
Yeah, all right. Sorry.
Okay, so this week normal. Next week is going to be the last main episode for like a week or two. But we're still going to put out the grassroots. Don't worry, we're not, they are not collateral. We're still going to put out every Thursday. But our main episode is going to take a little break. So make sure you're following us on socials because we'll still be posting on there. And I promise, Devin's really good about making videos. I'm struggling right now.
Been great.
We've been struggling putting out like our normal videos on TikTok and Instagram. But if we're not putting out mains, I promise we will be better about covering it on those socials. So make sure you're following us on TikTok, on Instagram, where we post
Substack.
Yeah, Substack. We only post the mains and the grassroots on Substack, but we do post actual 2 to 3 minute long videos throughout the week on TikTok and Instagram. Our handles just Blue-Lusional Podcast. We're so easy, and we haven't been banned from either yet. So
we have a warning.
We have a warning.
First
God
warning.
forbid we call out voter fraud.
Sorry
about that. But then there's been like topics we want to cover, and we're like, we can't. We have a warning on our account. So like for 30 days on TikTok, if you get a warning, you get a warning, and then for 30 days it doesn't fall off. So if you get another warning, like you could get banned. So then we have to be super careful on what we post for the 30 days. So for the next like 3 weeks, we can't put ourselves at risk.
Committed the crime of calling out voter fraud.
Yeah, I mean, I had a whole dissertation on something that happened a town over from me that I was ready to post about. But I knew, like, even Devin was like, you can't do that because we're going to call out somebody in their workplace. They're like, we were going to pull a Tizzy, Dinesh. We would have gotten banned for that. So,
yeah.
Thank you, TikTok. Whoever wins when we get the blue sweep, number one priority.
You're fixing TikTok. You're fixing it. You're gonna fix it.
You have to fix it, or find something. Give us something else.
We're gonna be like the boomers. I need you to fix my. I need you to fix this. I need you to fix TikTok.
Fix my For You page. Fix our constant shadow ban.
The whole thing here,
please, because like we were doing so well, and then TikTok said, "Fuck off, fuck off."
They said, "Oh, you really enjoyed getting those thousands of views? Watch this."
I mean, at some points we were getting like hundreds of thousands of views on some of our videos. Fuck, man. We didn't take all that dark money. Damn it, rats. Anyways.
Well, we started off the week with a bang last week. Tulsi Gabbard, she's out, no longer director of national intelligence. Trump said, well, they're putting somebody worse. Why not, right? So
it's a
Bill
challenge.
Pulte, yeah, he said, you know what? I can do better and make it worse. Bill Pulte, if you don't know who Bill Pulte is, he has absolutely no experience when it comes to being the director of national intelligence. He's not intelligent. He was the director of the Federal Housing and Finance Agency, and now he is the holder of all of America's secrets. And if you don't remember his work from beforehand, since he was the person that was the director of the Housing and Finance Agency, he is the one that is responsible for trying to get Adam Schiff and Letitia James on those bullshit charges of mortgage fraud. You remember that? Mm-hmm. That's Bill. That's old William. Bill, director of national intelligence, has everyone's mortgage information now. What's the worst that could happen? You thought that hiring was bad. Just wait till you hear this one. There is an insurrectionist working as the Department of Defense's Special Operations and Low Intensity Conflict
Low
Office.
Intensity conflict?
Low intensity.
Because January 6th was real low intensity.
I think this position might be real high intensity with him. And Elias Azari, 25 years old. So that means during January 6th, he was fucking 19 years old. Way to go, guys. I'm sure Kamala Harris would have did the same thing, though.
You know it's bad when even the, like, MAGA politicians, like the John Thunes are like, you guys, this guy, Bill.
They're like, guys,
you want Bill?
You got
us. Okay, we let Mark Wayne Mullen slide. Okay, we saw the vision. This, I can't get behind that. They're like, it's probably hard to confirm him. They're gonna, but
they're gonna. And he told him, "Hey, go in there and just start firing people, because we're living The Apprentice IRL." But Kamala Harris would have did the same thing.
Worse.
Yeah, she would have been worse. Can't even say it with a straight face. She would have been so much worse. You guys thought that was bad. just you wait until the famine starts. Gotta laugh so I don't cry. So if you haven't heard, there is a parasite that is in Texas right now. It is called the New World screwworm. It is a parasitic bowfly that starts out as a larva, and it feeds on living tissue of warm-blooded animals that leads to death if untreated. It loves to attack livestock. So it's in the cows right now in Texas because we brought one over. We brought one of the cows over, I believe it was from Argentina, after we gave them all that money.
They said, here, in return.
So
take this cow.
And take this cow.
Carrying a deadly disease.
The funny, not so funny part of this is that this was completely preventable. DOGE, remember those guys? Yeah, they cut the funding for the department that stopped this. So,
oh no,
that's gonna fuck up. It's gonna fuck up the beef, right? So Abbott, he declared a proclamation of disaster.
Crazy how you go looking for waste, fraud, and abuse, and we end here.
It's wild. It's almost like we're learning what the government actually did as it's being ripped down to the fucking studs. Way to go, guys.
Way to go.
So yeah, this is going to snowball. It's going to be real bad. I'm wondering when the politicians are going to start freaking out because Texas beef is a big contributor to a couple of them down there. I only remember that because we were calling them up last year during the big beautiful bill. Canada, they said this ain't good.
Should stay over there.
They said keep that shit over there. They have closed their borders to any Texas livestock.
Wow, Canada closed its borders faster than Trump did.
Woo!
Crazy how quick that was.
They saw 2 cows and they said, we're good. That's enough.
They said,
it's fine.
You guys think you could build a wall?
Watch
this.
Watch this. Wow. How to Lose All of Your Trade Partners in 1 Year, authored by Donald Trump. Okay, another thing that's getting destroyed. CBS. Scott Pelley, 60 Minutes. He got fired because they were having a meeting of sorts, whatever. Bari Weiss, the new head of CBS, the fucking chaos agent that was sent by the Trump administration. Scott had had enough. And he stood up in this meeting and said Bari Weiss was sent here to kill CBS.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God, finally somebody said it out loud.
I
like,
hope
Jesus
he called her
fucking
a
Christ.
dumb bitch. Bari Weiss is a dumb bitch.
Scott said, yeah. So he got the boot for that. Which, hey,
no,
what a way to go out.
Because one of the one things I liked was 60 Minutes.
They fucked that up. They ruined everything.
Everything good.
Everything. So this is a little tidbit of the war stuff going on. So Trump cursed out I don't know. I'm still up. Like, he cursed out Netanyahu. He called him crazy. He said everyone hates him and that he was protecting him and he's the reason he's out of jail. At first, I didn't believe it, but then I'm like, he would say that. That sounds like him. Everyone hates you. Everyone loves me.
Mm-hmm.
You're making me look bad. You're fucking crazy.
It's giving Putin, stop.
Stop. But then he means it, but he still wants them to bomb them.
You know what? They're just having a little lovers quarrel. I mean,
that's all.
It's really sad that it's happening during Pride Month, but I mean, I really hope they find a way out of this. I really hope that they kiss and make up.
Did he have his one with Elon?
Yes, it was also during Pride Month. You know, it's just all that pent up anger because he can't just live his life the way he wants.
Just come out of the closet.
Come out of the closet, you and Lindsey Graham. It's really just, and Mike, just like a whole coming out party. I mean, because you know, the one thing when you're like, I'm not gay, is to just fight with your mans during Pride Month and televise it. To be like, I'm really not gay, and then I need to have all these white men come fight on the lawn to really prove hot, sweaty men.
Naked, sweaty men fight on the front lawn.
Okay.
During Pride Month. That's the gayest thing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really drilling home straight white man energy.
Just come out. It's cool.
Just come out. It's fine.
Guys. Don't be weird about it.
You're being weird about it.
Okay. This was not funny at all, though. So if you haven't been following, there was it was a lynching. Rick Chow in South Carolina, Asian store owner Cyrus Carmack Belton went into his store. He had a backpack on. This is a young 14-year-old black boy. They said, you can't walk in with your backpack. Cool. Leaves his backpack at the front. He goes in to get a water, looks at it, puts it down. He's leaving. They're asking him, what, did you take that water? He's like, I didn't. Here in my pockets. I didn't take a water. You have my bag. He gets scared, runs out. They follow him and shoot him and kill him. Shoot him in the back. Rick Chow was found not guilty of murder. After the jury was shown the CCTV footage of this 14-year-old child not committing a crime. Same year, different story. It's George Zimmerman. It's Trayvon Martin. Yep. The justice system is working as intended. It's not the same for people that are not white. That's just what it is. And they do it with the model minority all the time, too. They use people from the Asian community, the Latino community, who are more than willing participants to uphold white supremacy because they get the perks of doing things like this. This
Yep.
is a lynching.
Yes.
So to couple this with the fact that we're going back into Jim Crow is just like very sickening to see and realize in
Yeah.
the year 2026.
It's also like it's sick to see how social media has amplified people's racism, which is crazy. It's kind of like, you know, the white leftists are mad because they don't have the support of the Black community when they have done nothing with any bit
Okay,
of their
speak up now.
platform to speak up against multiple lynchings that have happened just in the past 6 months. We cover every single one here.
They're getting hanged.
Yeah, they're being found hanging from trees, and we know that that is
Black people
lynching.
don't do that. Yeah.
They're being shot and killed in broad daylight in the street. They're being arrested, detained, and held in detention centers for trying to stick up for those unjustly being held in detention centers. And you guys go, soup. And your next video is, why don't you guys support Graham Plattner? Why don't you guys vote for James Tallarico? Where were you? Where are you guys? Where?
Haven't heard from you in a couple weeks. You okay?
Are you still butthurt about Tom Steyer? Like and then you guys are like, but we're not racist. We're on the left. It's giving I can't be racist because I have a Black friend.
Oh, well, Malcolm X and Martin Luther King were left. That one gets.
And then they copy and paste the same thing.
Every time.
Like they all are like, okay, we'll use that one. Okay, let me save that in my notes app.
And I'm like, every time I'm like, okay, now do the quote where Martin Luther King said, "Don't trust white people." What's that one again? How's that go?
Then they go, block.
And now us Black people, we're on the same page again. We said, all right, fuck it, boycott all the fucking Asian-owned stores. Fine. And I swear, some of you are acting a fool. Shout out to the Asian community, the ones that are speaking up and saying fuck this noise, because there's a good amount of you, but some of you are acting ass. This is wild. You're bringing up George Floyd.
Yeah.
Y'all are bugging. The white people are not going to choose you. They're not going to choose you. Remember when you guys got mad at us for affirmative action and you fucked it up for college admissions and now it's not working out for you guys? What did trying to uphold the white supremacy do for you there? Not much. And now you're mad at us again.
Just like,
so
you guys aren't moving like you have a digital footprint. And you're acting like we don't save, download videos, screenshot, screen record.
Internet's forever. A lot of you are forgetting that.
It's just a lot of you, because I mean, I know the main thing about leftists is that they think that they have the superiority, that they know more, and that they come in with like one fact that they use ChatGPT to find, and you guys will put like your thing and it will say source ChatGPT at the bottom. That's my favorite. And the thing is that I've never met a group of people so hard-headed. Like, your mom definitely told you were the brightest star in the universe and you didn't win any awards, but you got in the car and your mom definitely called the school and was like, I think it's really rude that my kid didn't win this award. Like, that's how you were all raised. And like, I can't do anything to get you to not have a superiority complex, but I will call out your racism in broad daylight.
I'm not going to satisfy your praise kink.
No, we're not going to vote for Graham Plattner. No, we're not going to vote for James Tallarico. No, we're not going to pat you on the head and call you a good girl and a good boy when you guys don't even vote. And then you're so racist online. Just blatantly racist.
They haven't even said shit about this. That's the thing. They didn't even toss the racism. They've just been.
They won't.
Oh, lynching happened?
That's not really in my line of work.
I think I'm going to take a mental health break.
Yeah. Oh, I think I'm going to start internal drama online instead.
Yeah. It's all right. Black people are getting lynched, but let's get mad at people for doing the electric slide at a work conference.
Yeah. That's really the angle we took this weekend.
Yeah.
That's where we're at. Now. Sometimes maybe we should take the internet away from people.
Saying not everyone deserves Wi-Fi.
I'm just saying, when we went back to House and the Senate, I feel like that needs to be a law that's passed. Leftists have to go at least a year without internet and really sit with their thoughts for a bit.
Ban the internet, ban Republicans from voting for a decade minimum.
You don't even have to ban the leftists from voting. They don't vote anyway.
They don't do it anyway, so
just take away their internet.
If we ban Republicans from voting for a decade, oh my God, it will literally be that meme of the Utopia where the dolphin.
Yeah. It'll be Zara Larson Midnight Sun every day.
10 years.
Summer isn't over yet. It'll be shaking ass on repeat.
We'll have flying cars.
Flying cars.
10 years.
I can't wait.
Easy.
I can't wait. Well, Pride Month started and all of the MAGA politicians said, let me just start off hot June 1st with some homophobia. Can I interest you in some blatant homophobia? Representative Andy Ogles tweeted, homosexuality has no place in America. Basically trying to say, in a nutshell, if you're gay, you don't belong here.
That man loves saying the most offensive thing ever and tweeting it out.
Yeah. So, of course, all of us were like, yeah, he absolutely said that. Absolutely. Happy Pride Month. Let me say the worst thing I could say. Let me just threaten people's existence on this earth.
Yeah.
And then hide behind Christianity. But no, the route he took, he didn't double down on this. And you know what? Pussy. That's all I have to say. Stand on fucking business. You're gonna be hateful ass bitch. Stand on it. All you guys are pussies. Because he was like, oh, no, I didn't do. I have interns. He pulled a Trump. I have interns, and the interns have my password. And one of the interns, he didn't know that wasn't kind of how we operated. You know, he went a little too far. We gave him the slap on the wrist. It's all good. I definitely didn't say that. To which everybody was like, yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. So then that led to...
You always do this.
All of these other MAGA politicians being questioned, like, hey, how do you feel about your voters who are gay? Like, they went to Ted Cruz. They were like, hey, we polled and it looks like you do have voters who are gay. How do you feel about them? And he's like, yes, happy Pride. Suddenly, we're all happy Pride over in MAGA land.
Yeah.
Suddenly, you looked at your poll numbers and you were like, we got to get the gays. We're losing the gays.
They fucking voted for her?
We can't lose any votes. We can't lose them.
What a bunch of fucking morons. Don't they know we hate them?
They're like, we don't have a single vote to lose. We cannot lose the gays. We can't lose the conservative gays. There's like 10 of them. We can't lose them.
Lindsay, get out there.
So suddenly, you know, we love the gays, but we don't really love Pride Month. We feel like it's just a bit too much. Just shoving it down our throats. Live your life, but like, Does that sound like people who are going to cancel elections to you? That sounds like Ted Cruz said, that's 10 votes for me that I can't lose. They definitely showed Andy. They were like, Andy, you've got like some conservative gays. You got to take that shit back. We don't have a one fucking vote to lose. Andy, pull the Trump card. Say it was the intern.
Say it wasn't you. Say it was AI. Andy, you always do this. You always stop.
Like, Andy, I hope you know, you're a pussy. Even the gays are calling you a pussy for that. Even the gays were like, you know what? Stand on fucking business.
Nah, say it.
This back and forth. Now saying you like us? No.
Say it with your chest.
And with that, happy Pride. Andy wants to let you know happy Pride Month.
Rainbows.
Happy Pride Month. And I can't wait for you all to see the hot and sweaty men wrestling on the front lawn of the White House.
Bats.
Courtesy of this administration. Just for you guys for Pride Month.
Yeah.
Because it's exactly what you guys want to see.
From your favorite first gay president.
Yeah. Be who you are. Right.
Oh, they're going to play It's Raining Men.
I can't wait.
It's going to happen.
I'm every woman and It's Raining Men.
YMCA.
Just
the hits.
Just Eurovision songs from the 90s.
Fucking hits. Ricky Martin.
Living La Vida. Yep. Well, so there is a new federal Medicaid mandate stating that able-bodied recipients ages 19 to 64 must meet a work requirement of 80 hours per month or provide proof of community engagement in order to receive Medicaid. Now, here is the problem. They've tried to do this in the past throughout history, where they're like, you got to show your proof. It's kind of like when you apply for unemployment and they're like, you need to prove that you're actively applying to jobs. So every week you need to show your proof. That's what they're trying to do here. You have to show your proof that you're working 80 hours a month. Now, here's the problem. They don't have the bandwidth to provide access for people to go online and submit documentation and have it reviewed and approved. That part of the system is broken. Same thing, like, I don't know about you guys, I tried to apply for unemployment back in 2020 during the pandemic when I was laid off, and it got so bad that they gave you like a 1-hour window once a week. And if you didn't get in on your 1-hour window, you weren't getting on. And when you got on, everything was frozen because of system overload. And they didn't have the workers, they didn't have the technology, they did not have that in place to handle processing all the paperwork. So what makes them think in a time where they are barely functioning and they have cut Medicaid funding that they are going to have all these workers available to process paperwork?
The way I know, they only have one person with a laptop. That's it.
Like, how do we think this is going to end? It's going to end in thousands of people losing their Medicaid, not because they're not working, not because they're not engaged in their community, not because of any of that, but the administration is going to make it seem like it. They're going to be like, look, we found so much fraud. Look at all these people that didn't turn in their paperwork. They're not working. No, they are. They are, and they're trying to submit the paperwork, but either the system's going to get clogged because everybody's going to be trying to log on and do it at once, or people are going to be like, do I send it in the mail? How do I do this? Or they're not going to be able to get processed. But this administration, I'm telling you right now, is going to use this as a way to say, we found thousands of people abusing Medicaid. Just wait.
Look at
Wait
all
for that
these
headline.
able-bodied people that didn't file their paperwork. They could easily work 80 hours a month. It's not even the full 4 weeks. That's a part-time job. Why are they so lazy? These lazy Democrats.
That's the hill they're gonna die on.
It's coming.
And this was the way to do it because that's what's happened in the past. So they know it works. They know that doing this, they don't have what they need to operate in a system like that. That gets built over years and years and years of funding Medicaid and creating these jobs, training people, creating tech systems to be able to manage it. No, that's not, that they're not going to do that. No, they're just going to say, submit your paperwork to this like 20-year-old system, and there's about 2 workers here that take that's not going to end well. But just wait.
Oh boy.
We'll see how fast they come out with the headline that they found they found the waste, fraud, and abuse in Medicaid.
January 2nd, 2027, the day after. The day after.
And then we had that, remember we talked last week about the War Powers Resolution Act? You know, Trump was really carrying it. It was in his back pocket. He's carrying it on his back. He was like, I have leverage, War Powers Resolution Act right here. I'm going to go to China. They're going to bow down to me. And then China was like, get fucked. Well, the House is trying to pass that War Powers Resolution Act. And 4 Republicans, Thomas Massie, Brian Fitzpatrick in Pennsylvania, Warren Davidson of Ohio, and Tom Barrett of Michigan, all headed over with the Dems to vote with them against it. It's happening. We're talking people are sick and tired. Thomas Massie lost in the primary. Bill Cassidy, we were watching him go, yeah, fuck this shit. They're going on vacations with Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Cooking shit up.
Trump is turning on Lauren. He's turning on Nancy. And so they don't have anything to lose. There's going to be a group, and we said it from the start. There's going to be a group that start to turn, and then Trump's not going to endorse them in the primary, and he's going to throw millions and millions of dollars into the opponent. They're going to win, obviously, because that's what happens when you throw millions and millions of money and run smear campaigns and AI ads, and then they're going to use the rest of their term to fuck shit up for him.
Until August. So he's just going to keep making his own opposition.
And they're like, you know what? Since you said you were a no new wars president, and then we just watched you enter a war with Iran, anything that has the word war on it is a hard fucking no. That's what's about to happen. They'd be like, you want a war act? No. You want to start a war? You want to keep a war going? You even want a mention of war? No. So all of you out there that are like, hey, voting doesn't matter. They're never going to turn on their daddy. They are. They are, and they're going to keep doing it.
He's crashing out.
He is crashing. Oh, he's obviously crashing out, as you guys can see. He's crashing out because he's not endorsing them in the primaries. He obviously, as we've heard from Marjorie Taylor Greene, and I'm not saying everything she says is the truth, no, but that he called her, threatened her multiple times, screamed at her. I'm sure he did it with Thomas. I'm sure, he's doing it with Lauren. He's doing it with Nancy. He didn't expect this many people to turn on him. So he's quickly trying to get them the fuck out. The problem is there are a lot of people, the America First crowd, that like Marjorie, that like Thomas Massey, that don't like going to war in Iran, that don't like the Epstein files being hidden. And those people vote. They vote every time.
Mad.
And they don't like whoever Trump endorses now. So they're going to go out and they're probably going to vote. And they're probably going to vote blue. Or they're not going to vote for the first time probably ever.
They didn't vote in the primaries, but they are in November.
Yeah. So we just wanted to give you a bit of hope core in the sea of despair.
Yeah. Their voter turnout is bad right now. Ours
bad.
is double theirs.
It's bad. It's bad. And then I have crafted the For You page brick by brick to show me hope core. And I'm seeing so many interviews where people are like, this is my first time that I'm ever going to vote blue. Or they're like thinking about it. They're like, I fear I might have to vote blue.
I'm going to break rank.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go against the norm. Or I'm not going to vote. I'm protesting. Do what you got to do.
Go for it.
Vote or don't vote. Vote blue or don't vote. Whatever.
Good with either.
Good with either, but would love for you to vote blue because I would really stick it to the man, But it's happening. It's happening. Please take this hope core and run with it.
Yeah.
Not great hope core, but just some stupid shit that we knew was going to happen. The White House made a list of left-leaning content creators they don't like and then put it on the White House website. It's like David Pakman, Brian Tyler Cohen, and then on Twitter, Ed Krasenstein, I think is his last name.
Oh, yes, Ed's in there, yeah.
And he's the one that's on Twitter going up against MAGA on there. They're listed on there. Duh. I'm surprised they didn't already have this list. I'm surprised it's not longer.
I thought this was going to be out last year.
I'm really surprised. I'm actually really surprised Aaron Parnas isn't on it.
Right?
Genuinely, right. I'm more surprised at the fact that they were like, we're just going to put these three peeps up here and keep it moving.
They're the ones that keep pointing out his health the most.
Yeah. So, we just knew it was going to happen. I'm FOMO. It's one list I really wanted to be on.
Badge of honor. It is.
They're not suing them or anything. It's basically just a, hey, fellow MAGA, this is the watch list. Watch them. We don't like them.
We hate them. Mind you, they already hate them. They already hate them.
Yeah. I don't know what this was supposed to do. Was it supposed to make them shake in their boots or something? Oh my God, they see us.
We know. They know that they know.
David Pakman was like, hey guys, I'm on a list. Anyways.
Sick.
But bigger what the fuck is happening news. Ivanka and Jared Kushner are trying to colonize Albania. They want to build a multi-billion-dollar resort on Sazan Island. Does that sound familiar? Have we ever heard of building a multi-billion-dollar resort in another country on their land? I feel like I've heard rumblings of that in the past by somebody else in the
Once or
family.
twice.
Wonder where they got that idea.
No clue.
Ivanka states that she just happened upon this uninhabited island. She was
found
taking
it.
a swim. She's just taking a swim in the sea, as one does, and just happened upon this uninhabited island and was like, wow, I'm going to build a multi-billion-dollar resort here. And she thought everybody would go, okay, yeah, slay. But no, this island, actually during the Cold War, was basically a military base. It has over 3,600 nuclear bunkers and 10 miles of underground military tunnels. Now, I'm sure when you just swim up and happen upon an island, you probably wouldn't think, oh my God, are those 3,600 bunkers for what? That's so crazy. Maybe she missed it. It's a big island, I guess.
She didn't say it. They're easy to miss.
It also sits on a strait that's very important, connecting to the Mediterranean. And you want to know who's a big part of that is NATO and global shipping. So
Things that make you go,
whoever's in control of that island really is in control of who gets through that strait. So, but in order to build this resort, Jared can't use all of his money to pay for it. So he has a group of investors who all happen to be pretty much directly tied to the White House or to Palantir. Some of them are currently working at the White House, which is a huge conflict of interest and shouldn't be able to happen. You know, I wonder how I wonder how that happened. I wonder how they found all these investors and sold them on a military base island resort and spa.
It's a mystery.
It's just a mystery. But I mean, it's government protected land. So I'm sure you're thinking, well, they can't just buy this land, right? And you, in fact, should have been right, because this is government protected land because of the ecosystem and environmental precautions, except for the fact that the Albanian government was like, we have like environmental laws and stuff. Yeah, it's pretty much illegal to develop on this island, but for you, anything you want. The price is right.
Hand us a blank check.
Give us the money and we'll give you the island. So the people in Albania said, fuck that shit. They have been on their game protesting. This is what I mean by these other countries show up and show out better than we do. I'm sorry. They put the No Kings protest to shame.
They're shooting fireworks and shit.
They're like calling off work.
Shit
They're not going to work. These are like labor strikes. These are labor and economic strikes. They are literally out there day, night because of the environmental aspect of it. Truly, most of them are environmental activists and know that in doing this and knowing what the U.S. is gonna do with it, what this means. It's just, these are the things that slip through that don't get the news story, because we're too busy fighting each other online and making things that we knew were going to happen into a much bigger deal. Like saying that, we're cooked and we're not going to win in the midterms when all signs point otherwise. And then things like this that like could actually happen. They're in motion to happen that we know is not good. Just like fly under the radar. Nobody's talking about this. Nobody.
They got like 1 day of traction.
Like, hello?
The people, why aren't we being like the Albanians? What's stopping you?
Literally.
Go do it then.
You guys are like,
go get the fireworks.
Can't take a day off work. I don't have PTO.
Hassan Piker didn't tell me to. So I can't.
We don't have any mutual aid. We need to build up the mutual aid before we do something ridiculous.
Stop talking about a revolution. Stop talking about a revolution.
And you guys won't do shit when things are happening here. Let's get into the ice fucking updates. Alligator Alcatraz, Alligator Auschwitz is what we call it. They're stating the guards aren't allowing them to eat or drink unless they sign paperwork specifically in English. Now, we reported on this a year ago. We reported on this because attorneys were coming out, like Attorney Martinez, if you follow her on TikTok, was coming out and saying that they were like blocking them from talking to an attorney until they signed paperwork that was in English, knowing that for a lot of them, they couldn't even understand what it was, and it wasn't being translated for them, it wasn't being explained to them, and they were signing it as if they were signing it to be able to go speak to an attorney. So now, instead of saying you want to talk to an attorney, you sign this, they're saying, do you want to eat? Sign this. This is the escalation. They're also, the water they're giving them has larvae in it as well. So my question is, when are you guys going to lock in and vote for the lesser of two evils this November? Because a lot of you are still like, I'm going to write in who I want in November if they don't make it past the
You're
primary.
still playing games.
And
You're still playing games.
This is the shit that's happening. This is the shit that's happening. Like,
This is
do
what
I
we mean
want
when we say
Graham
you
Plattner
guys-
to win? Absolutely.
No.
Do I want James Tallarico to win? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I wish we weren't in this situation. But all of you are like, if my candidate, who was never gonna fucking win, that I had to write in the primary because they didn't even get on the primary ballot, doesn't win, I'm also gonna write their name in again.
What do you mean when we say you guys don't fucking care about anything but yourselves? Like, you literally don't. You literally vote for yourselves and not
other people who are being held hostage and not allowed to eat or drink until they sign away their rights in a language they don't understand. What is humane about that? What is humane about it? We every week, the Delaney Detention Center last week, they are being fed bugs in their food, mold.
Not getting medication.
They're not getting medication. They're being separated, family separated, children separated. They are not being able to talk to their attorneys, and their immigration cases are being held at a standstill just for the fun of it. And anybody who dares to go there and protest is getting pepper sprayed, the pellets, or worse, a lot of them are getting taken to the ground, detained, and put in that center for processing. So when we tell you, because everybody's like, revolution, revolution, it's eye for an eye, and you won't do it, so then we're like, okay, well, if you won't do the revolution, can you please go vote? Suddenly, no, I can't do that because in my good conscience, I just can't. I can't vote for Javier Becerra. I just can't because of Chevy, because of Chevron. Meanwhile, people aren't being fed. Like, I'm sorry,
they're literally dying.
Live in Florida and you don't vote in the primary and in the midterm, this is what you allowed to happen. You allowed this to happen. And you could right your, not even really right your wrongs, but you could make up for the damage you did by not voting, by voting this time. And voting for the lesser of two evils, even if you don't love the candidate. But you vote blue and you fucking flip Florida blue.
It'd be really easy.
You know, like if you want any path to forgiveness, you could start by voting and voting blue.
The wildest thing is that the biggest obstacle to getting rid of this fucking administration is people's egos.
Mm-hmm. You guys are really quick to say we need to be nice to people who voted for Trump that are waking up and realizing the damage and are trying to be good people. Like, you guys yell at us that we need to accept them with open arms, and yet you guys won't even vote. So you're asking all this of us who vote.
They admitted that they did something wrong before the leftists and non-voters.
Mm-hmm. But you guys gotta be nice to Carter Brown. We need to be nice to Candace Owens. We need to be nice to Ashley. But yet you guys are like, but if the candidate on the ballot isn't me, I'm not voting for them.
Yeah, and now you bitches are like, I'm gonna vote for what the hell is his name? Steve Hilton, just to stick it to the Democrats. Get to that in a minute.
Like, this is what I mean, guys. It's deplorable conditions. The system is working completely as intended, and in order to dismantle the system, you have to vote. in November or do the revolution. These are your options. You're running out of revolution time because midterms are going to be right around the corner. So you might as well just fucking vote and then hold your representative accountable after that, please.
Vote for the progressive.
And speaking of what your representative will do, hopefully not this shit after November, but the Senate is back to passing bills in the dead of night, something they love to do. They love to pass a bill in the middle of the night when we're not awake and can't scream to call your representative and stop it. So they passed a $70 billion budget reconciliation on Thursday night to fund ICE and Border Patrol until 2029. So the reason that this passed is because this is not a normal bill where you need the 60 votes. Because it's a budget reconciliation, they only need a majority of 51, which they have. They have 51 Republican senators. So that was a pretty easy pass. There are no restrictions on the anti-weaponization slush fund in this reconciliation package, and they basically used their 1 out of 3 chances to pass a reconciliation bill this year. So this is what they used to pass the shitty bill last year. So they only get 2 more this year. So they really showed their hand right here to say that they need to get that through. And they even tried to sneak in a mini version of the SAVE Act, which has obviously nothing to do with budgeting, reconciliation, spending revenue, debt limits. No, it was like a mini SAVE Act to ensure only citizens are registered to vote in elections for federal office, and they require voters to show photo identification. That failed. So that part did not make it because that failed 50 to 49 in the Senate, and it was ruled out of order by the chair, who basically said this has nothing to do with a budget reconciliation.
This is not a budget.
This is not a there's no money involved in a SAVE Act, so no, you can't do that. So a lot of people are screaming online right now thinking the SAVE Act is going to pass because the word of mouth was that this was going to be in the bill, and then the bill, or it's not even a bill, it's a budget reconciliation, and then that passed in the Senate, so then everybody thought this amendment was in there. It's not in there. They said hard pass on that. So once again, the SAVE Act didn't pass, and this budget reconciliation pass, it sucks because we've been in basically a mini version of a government shutdown for a long time. Republicans finally folded, 2 months ago and funded TSA, FEMA, and it was basically just ICE and Border Patrol that weren't funded, and everybody was holding the line on that. But there are loopholes, which is why, again, you need to vote in November and then hold your representative accountable, trying to pass legislation where these loopholes no longer exist. I get that in some circumstances, depending on what type of majority, of course, when we have a Dem majority, we would rather pass things with simple majority on our end, and Republicans would like it on their end too. But it's abused. Obviously, they try to put the fucking SAVE Act in a reconciliation bill.
Stop trying to make the SAVE Act happen, Mike Lee. It's not going to happen.
Please vote.
Please. Speaking of that, elections happened, and we weren't disappointed this
not
time.
Really.
We were mentally prepared to be pissed off. We are not pissed off. Yeah. California, we were real close to throwing you away. Oh, Javier, I swear to God, you better not become a Mikey Sherrill.
Yep.
So Javier Becerra and Steve Hilton, the Republican, final 2 candidates moving into the governor's race in November. Tom Steyer, oh no, he didn't make it. Wow. No. It looks like, being a complete copy and paste of Donald Trump with a class trader hat on didn't work out. Yeah, I know you guys.
The bots don't vote. Again.
Yeah.
This is a perfect example of all of you were like, there's a lot of Tom. He could pay whoever he wants. He could pay all the bots. Bots don't vote. And you guys said it about Javier. They weren't bots. They were real fucking people who went out and voted.
Like, okay, guys, have you seen this movie before? A billionaire enters a primary at 69 years old and tries to spend the most money ever to win an election and he uses a bunch of populist talking points
But he was
and a bunch of progressive language. Have we seen this before? I think about 3 times. None of you bitches fucking learned. You guys don't. You have the discernment of toddlers.
You said, but we got paid. But he was giving out cash money under the table.
What's worse is the people that weren't paid. You just believed him. You guys are literally the toddlers that just grab someone's hand in the middle of the street and just walk off.
And you guys, most of you didn't even live in California.
He's the most progressive. He learned his lesson, and you guys will take anything as long as it's a white man. Anything. It doesn't matter what they did. It doesn't matter that he made money off concentration camps. He said he was sorry. He's sorry. He's not going to do it again. Even though he just invested in AI.
If he was sorry, he wouldn't be a billionaire. How many times do we have to say it?
Guys, we know we said there are no ethical billionaires, but
he is the exception to the rule. Same as Graham Plattner. We know there are a lot of Nazis on there, but not Graham. He's a pretty progressive Nazi.
Cool. Sticking to California, Spencer Pratt is not going to make it. Thank God.
Wouldn't you know, all the people who said they were going to drive to California and vote for him didn't. That was too long of a drive for some people.
Damn.
They were like, fuck.
Somebody tried it. Somebody got caught.
And this is what I mean, that when everyone's like, well, all the celebrities, these celebrities don't live in LA. They don't.
Why the fuck do you care what celebrities say, people?
They don't live there.
Why are we listening to celebrities?
Everyone's like, oh my God, there's so many celebrities. They don't live in LA. Their primary residences aren't in California. They know better. For tax purposes, their primary residences are not in California.
Like Florida. It's like Florida or Texas.
They don't live there.
They don't live in California full time.
They weren't going to vote for him. Damn.
Thank God. So yeah, Karen Bass and Nithya Raman going to be the final 2. Okay?
Thank you, California. Oh my God.
Thank you for not pissing us off.
We just have PTSD from Texas. Forever PTSD.
Every election just stresses us the fuck out now.
But I'm gonna need a cap on how many people can run, because California, that was insane.
This has to stop. It has to end. It has to end. Next, no.
I'm capping it at 5. 5 of you bitches.
And then none of you idiots want to drop out.
That's what I mean.
The narcissism.
You guys ruined it because you guys didn't drop out. So now there has to be a limit. I'm calling 5 or 6 at most. Come on. Don't be greedy.
Fuck.
If you're not pulling over 10%,
get the fuck out.
If
you're not on the ballot, get the fuck out. No, write in Butch Ware. Oh, you mean the guy that was fucking Jill Stein's VP pick? The fucking Russian asset? No thanks.
No.
I don't care if he's a doctor. Of what? I don't know. I don't care. Fucking care. No, sorry. I'm not a fan of people that hang out with Russian assets. Sorry if that makes me a lib cuck.
I never thought I'd have to explain being morally superior. Sorry, I didn't think I have to explain myself as to why I have high morals and why I'm not going to vote for a billionaire because they told me they're an ethical billionaire, and why I'm not going to vote for a Russian asset, and why I'm not going to vote for somebody who absolutely had Nazi tattoos that he didn't remove for years and years and years. Why are we arguing over that? What world are we in?
You guys like to be lied to. You guys have a lie kink.
I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. Truly, sometimes.
Yeah, and we're going to get to that. So everybody's favorite Nazi, Graham Plattner, New York Times article came out. Multiple women saying that Graham Plattner is volatile, abusive, and physically intimidating. Now, this gagged me. The reaction to this gagged me. So his former girlfriend, Lindsay Fifield, who works in Republican politics, okay? And she has ties to the Heritage Foundation. It's on her fucking LinkedIn, right? Okay. So she says he didn't punch her, he didn't hit her, but she would leave her very shaken and afraid. She recounts instances of him grabbing her shoulders and leaving marks, yanking her out of a cab, twisting her arm behind her, shutting her in a bedroom, and holding the door closed. And according to her, he allegedly knew exactly what that fucking Nazi tattoo was and referred to it as my Totenkopf. Here's my thing. Everyone heard this and said, well, she works in Republican politics. She has ties to the heritage. I don't believe her. Number one, I thought we don't believe women now, depending on who they vote for. Got it. Okay, I just wanted to clear that
We
up.
soft launched that with Eric Swalwell. All the women, and men started to soft launch, not really believing women with Eric Swalwell. And now they're like, well, with Graham, we're going to have to hard launch that we actually don't believe women.
Now, also, okay, oh, she's from the Heritage Foundation. She's lying. Oh, she's from the Heritage Foundation. Oh, of course they're trying to drop this right before the primary. Why is Graham Plattner dating somebody who has ties to the Heritage Foundation? Again. Why the fuck isn't anyone asking that question? I did not see one single person ask this question. Why are you not asking this Nazi questions?
You want to know how this came to be? Is because Graham Plattner and his wife literally said, these receipts are going to drop. They came out publicly first and said, this girl, there's going to be text messages dropped. There's going to be screenshots dropped.
Forgot about last week's issue with everyone's favorite Nazi that first year of marriage, he sexed in about 12 different girls. Oh, but he went to therapy.
This man is pulling pretty much the same shit that Corey Mills pulled. And you guys were like, Corey Mills has to be removed from office. He's my representative. Of course I was like, remove him from office because I believe women. But you guys were moving real different with Corey Mills than you are with Graham, because when Graham does it,
but he said he's sorry. It's okay. He was a Blackwater mercenary. It's okay that he used to murder people and be a contractor for evil people. It's okay that he got a Nazi tattoo. It's okay that he beats up women. It's okay that he cheated on his wife. It's okay that he made rape and homophobic jokes on Reddit. Hey, vote for him. Get a blue seat, but don't get fucking mad when the fuck shit starts.
When he John Fetterman's.
Don't get mad when he John Fetterman's. And the second you motherfuckers bring up the rotating villain theory, no, I don't want to hear that shit. The Democrats are losing on purpose because they pick a person no, it's because you guys are fucking idiots. And you literally say, let's vote in a Nazi. And then when they do the fuck shit, you're like, oh my God, the Democrats are so... You put him there.
Yeah.
You chose to put this person there. And then you get mad.
Knowing that 6 months ago, we found out about the tattoo. 6 months ago. If we all had band together like we all wanted to and told him to drop out, then somebody else could have been running. And now you're like,
Janet Mills was right there.
Who are we going to vote for now? It's too late.
You guys made Janet Mills drop out.
Like, if you had just fucking listened and we all came together and was like, maybe, just maybe, we probably shouldn't vote for the guy with a Nazi tattoo, then we wouldn't be here. But a lot of you guys were like, well...
I know Janet Mills looked at that polling and said, fuck, they're going to vote for this fucking Nazi. I don't stand a chance. I'm out.
Why would I spend my own money, my time?
Oh, it's the DNC's fault for not putting up somebody...
It's everybody else's fault, not the Nazis, not the abusive...
Got it. It's Nazi. Never the voters' fault, though.
Never the white man.
It's always... Yeah. It's never the white man's fault. It's never the voters' fault, okay? Because they should have picked somebody better because we can't control our impulses to be fucking morons. We can't stop ourselves. Okay, we don't know that Nazis are bad, so you have to put this is why leftists need the perfect candidate, because they're stupid.
Yeah.
God damn it. Okay. Hey guys, Republicans, they just have a congressman that's just not around. Tom Keene from New Jersey. He won his primary and he hasn't been seen in 3 months.
How does that happen?
I don't even know what to say to that.
How does that happen?
He could be dead. A dead man could have possibly just won a primary. We haven't seen him. And he said like 6 weeks ago he'll be back in 2 weeks.
2 more weeks. Did he even put out a post about winning the primary?
No, he could be dead. This man could be
dead. They got him on ice somewhere.
So I literally don't know what to say about that one.
He said keep him on ice until the end of November.
If that man wins, if that man wins and he's dead,
We need proof of life.
Hey guys, the AI people, the people that dump millions of money into elections are doing it again. This is the part where you're supposed to donate to grassroots candidates because you guys see that these people try to win elections by buying them, but then you don't donate to these candidates. So they're doing it in New York now. OpenAI, Palantir, all the big tech people, they are trying to dump 100 million plus into New York District 12 against Alex Boris because his platform is fuck these data centers. Put a moratorium on those. We're not doing that shit over here. So that primary is in, I think it's this week. So if you don't want data centers, if you don't want brown water, if you don't want to end up, probably getting cancer down the line, because that's probably what's going to happen, you should probably vote for Alex, honestly. Yeah. So we'll be monitoring that one.
Yeah.
We will report back on the results of that. Wanted to end this part with some hope core. Okay. I've been paying attention to what's going on in Israel. Okay.
We got that VPN.
Okay. I've been looking. Nobody's talking about this one. I only saw like one other person. So they are in the middle of dissolving their parliament. And if you don't know what that means that's their Congress over there. They had a vote on May 20th. They said, we want to dissolve our parliament because this shit's not working out. This shit's crazy. Okay. It went through unanimously. So now they have to do 3 more readings. They did which is basically a vote. They did the first reading on June 1st. Unanimous, 8-0. They said, we got to dissolve this shit. 2 more readings to go. Now, if it passes all 3 of the readings, they basically have to have a special election, like no vote of no confidence type thing. That would have to be between September 28th, or between the end of September and the end of October, which was right around our midterms as well. Guess who is a part of Israel's parliament? The prime minister. Who's the prime minister? Bibi Netanyahu. Why is Bibi Netanyahu acting so fucking erratic and going crazy right now? Because he's on the verge of getting his seat dissolved and then being held accountable for his war crimes, because that is why he is still in office, because he won't stop starting wars and bombing people. He is on trial. If he is not a prime minister, he is fucked.
Yeah.
So, hey guys, we could get a 2-for-1 special in November.
Right? I mean, how would you feel if that was the case? Like, really, we would feel like the Earth is healing. Crazy, I don't even see the leftists talking about this. You'd think that would be their entire thing right now. Too busy making simp videos for Graham Plattner that you don't even see that Bibi Netanyahu might be getting the boots.
It almost seems like you guys want to have somebody to yell at. Instead of, hoping that they get defeated.
Well, don't worry, guys. We will make videos on it.
Yeah.
Keep you updated.
Right.
Somebody has to.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Well, let's round out the week with, yes, that really did happen. We'll start with, everybody thought Trump died again because he wasn't seen for like 7 or 8 days. But he did reappear. Unfortunately, he is still alive. And to prove he's alive, he showed everybody his big, beautiful chart showing that the reflection pool is bigger than if you laid skyscrapers down. So he compared it to the World Trade Center, to, I forget whichever one he did. I know he did the World Trade Center, and I said, ugh. Woo. Okay. But he held it up.
He's so smart.
Kind of like when during the congressional hearings, members of Congress will hold up their pictures. They're just holding it up, and it looks like it was a 3rd grade science project, 3rd grade presentation board, just some pictures. It's really easy for him to see and read.
Want a color?
And he said, he's like, this is not finalized yet, but here's the data to show that my reflection pool, it's going to be big and beautiful. And everyone was like, okay, so the war in Iran, anyways, but he's alive, and the dementia is full. It's alive and well as well. He forgot the name of the Washington Monument while at a rally where he sat down the whole time, and he called it the beautiful spire named after George Washington. That would be like calling the Constitution the big piece of paper that all the important people signed.
Big paper. The big paper.
The essay that all the important people signed. It's a big, beautiful spire.
Guys, what's it called? That thing in DC.
Yeah. Next, he ruins the fun, as always. He saw that New York City's having a little too much fun. Mamdani is doing such a great job. And the NBA finals are going well for New York City, and we're getting clips of Mayor Mamdani singing Wayne Wonder in the restaurant and just living his best life, and everybody's happy. And he said, how do I ruin this? I'm going to show up and I'm going to cancel all the watch parties. And New York City immediately, I felt the big like, oh, fuck.
This fucking guy.
It's literally the equivalent of like, you're like the teacher, the sub teacher telling on the class, like they were having too much fun, and then your teacher comes in the next day and just sits down, and like that's what's happening here. They're like, Mamdani's like, we're having a great time over here. The Knicks are playing well. We're staying out late. Everybody's having a good time. And Trump was like, not on my watch. And then he went as far to say that if he decided to go down the mayor path, that he would have won against Mamdani. I beg to differ.
Okay.
Sure.
Whatever you say, big guy.
Sure. I think that we should do that for fun. I think that they should do an election day in New York City between Mamdani and Trump and see how that works out for
relinquish your position and then run against mayor. Yeah.
Sure.
Or have another election for mayor, and whoever wins becomes the president.
Yeah, sure. So thank you, Trump, for ruining it. Ruining the fun.
Everything. Everyone was having a great fucking time. Like, God.
And as of today, Trump crashed the fuck out and had a full toddler tantrum walkout on an interview with NBC. We're setting the scene. They're in Wisconsin. They're surrounded by John Deere tractors in some garage. There's dirt on the ground, and it's raining on like a tin roof. So all you hear is like, what the fuck was happening? And Kristen was asking him about the Iran war, to which he calls it a war 3 times, but it's not a war, but he calls it a war 3 times. And then she's like, you just call it a war. And she's asking him about gas prices and if they're going to go down. And he's like, well, it depends on the war. And she's like, well, didn't you say you weren't going to start those new wars? And he's getting mad. So then she's like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do my big one. You keep saying that the 2020 election was rigged, but like, where is the proof? You've never shown us any proof. And he was like, get out of my fucking face, you bitch. Fake news media, CNN, CBS,
You're
NBC,
crooked.
ABC, all of you are crooked. Your sons of bitches. Crew roll out. And she's like,
he stepped on the...
They did. And she's like, sir, I flew all the way to fucking Wisconsin. And he's like, I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
But then he stood up and he was like, he patted her on the shoulder. As if he was like, it was like somebody was like, and he was like, I'm going to have to crash out. Play along. Play along with me.
I'm going to step on the mic.
And then he has this like, I don't know what's been going on with him, but now he walks with a slouch. So he's like, look like the hunchback of Notre Dame.
Might be, bro, just get in the coffin. Get in the coffin already. God damn it, please. Just do us one favor.
I'm done. I'm over it. I'm crashing out.
There's been more evidence
than ever before. I've showed all this evidence. I talk about it all the time. She said, name it and show it. And he said,
I'm out of here.
She said, I'm tired of this, Grandpa. And he said,
that's that dementia symptom right there, lashing out.
Joe Biden did it. If he crashed out and scurried off set, that's all I'm saying.
Stepped on the mic.
If Kamala Harris was like, I'm fucking out, you guys would have been like, Dad,
that black bitch.
Immediately.
That whore, that cunt.
You would have been at the Capitol building rioting within 24 hours.
Yep. You would have ripped her out.
Impeachment articles
Chopped her
left
head
and
off.
right. She's unfit. She's too emotional.
She's going to start a war.
She's always on her period. It's so emotional, too emotional.
Seems like Trump was on his period today. He was red.
You'd think somebody like, you know, a week away from another year of life, celebrating another year of life, that he'd be happy. I don't know.
Smile.
Maybe you should smile more.
Smile,
that would have been so
buddy.
funny if she was like, why don't you try smiling?
Oh my God. That would have killed him. That would have killed him.
I think he would have tackled her to the ground.
It would.
Well, that's all we have this week.
Yeah, we'll be back on Thursday.
Yep, another chat GRC on Thursday, and then one more main episode before we crash out and take a break. If he's going to crash out, we're going to crash out too. Oh. But we will see you next week.
Next week.
Bye.